Well, everyone, it's kind of official. As of this point, it makes absolutely no sense to buy something like the iPhone 6s in 2022. Now, what I've said before is that this type of phone for the past 3 years was so wishy-washy. When iOS 12 came out, I pretty much knew that this iPhone was at least going to be guaranteed the next iOS version, just because it was such a monumental internal change from the previous generation to the next generation. With the iPhone 6, 1GB of RAM, no 4K video recording, no Touch ID 2. With the next generation, the iPhone 6s, we got Touch ID 2, we got twice the amount of RAM. The A9 chip was actually was a pretty good performance jump, and we also got a better camera setup overall as well. And with something like the iPhone 6, I thought that iPhone was going to last a much longer time, mostly because, it was selling so well even compared to the previous generation of iPhones. But then with the iPhone 6s, it kept getting generation of software over generation of software just for years and years and years after, and that was actually pretty crazy to me. The fact that this type of iPhone was lasting so long, and even now in 2022, the fact that it's still supported, it's actually pretty insane to me, and it still boggles my mind. Now that does kind of bring us up to today, and to be completely honest, I don't think this iPhone is worth buying anymore, because we are pretty much guaranteed that this iPhone is not going to be getting the next iteration of software. From everything that we're seeing, from everything that what it looks like, the iPhone 6s is not going to be getting iOS 16. Now, is that a big deal? I don't really think so. This iPhone lasted way longer than we thought it was going to last. It's not like they're just pulling it under the rug from underneath us. This iPhone is still going to have a long-lasting effect for pretty much years and years to come. And the fact that this iPhone is one of the longest supported iPhones is actually pretty insane to me just in that realm. So that is a really big thing to keep in mind. But another big thing to remember is that the iPhone 6s, there were 3 other iPhones. There was the iPhone SE, 6s, and 6s Plus that all had the same type of chipset inside of it. So that also kind of helps narrow down a few things here and there. And that brings up another side question. Is the iPhone 6s worth buying right now? Or in the future, or is it ever going to be worth it ever again? In that standpoint, I say no. I don't really think it's worth buying in that standpoint. But with a device like the iPhone 6s, it's still going to be, a collector's item. This is still an iPhone I'm going to keep for a while, and I do support this iPhone in that standpoint. I just wouldn't really recommend buying this iPhone if you're planning on using it as your main device. And that makes absolutely no sense to me, and I would recommend staying away from this iPhone if you're planning to keep it as your main device. However, it's still looking like this device may still get iOS security updates on iOS 15, so that may be something that we may want to look into in the future, but we're really unsure, and I guess we'll see what happens in the future. But as of right now, that's kind of what's going on, and I really wouldn't recommend buying the iPhone 6s anymore, to be honest. So that kind of covers it up. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.